Good afternoon, evening people. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following my videos, you will know that 3 weeks, 4 days ago I installed a nucleus of bees into this hive here. And 9 days ago I did a video where I put these two honey supers on. Did a video on how to pull the bees up into the supers to get the supers drawn. That's the last time I've been in the colony, 9 days ago. So what I'm going to do now is I'll open the colony up, have a look how they're getting on with drawing the supers, and do a bit of a hive inspection. Now it is 8:45 in the morning, 08:45 hours. As you can see, it's a beautiful day and the bees are already in and out foraging. But I am going to use a little bit of smoke today. Even though the bees are calm, these bees, I'm guessing probably might still be a lot of foragers in the hive. And those are the bees that can be defensive. So I'm going to light the smoke, get the bee suit on. We're going to see how they're getting on. Okay, so a little bit of smoke. Now this top super is just a feeder. Now here's my prediction. My prediction is this top super, 11 undrawn frames. This super had 4 drawn frames and 6 undrawn. My prediction is going to be they haven't touched these, they started these. So I'll bring you closer, let's have a look how they're getting on. There are bees up in here. What I will do is I will give these frames a bit of a spray with some sugar syrup. When I put the super back on, just pull some more bees up. Yeah, they haven't touched them at all. Well, that was my prediction. Okay, so this super had drawn frames and undrawn. So that was an already drawn frame. So there's bees up in here. But they haven't seemed to have been tempted to draw frames. Okay, so I'm going to use an alternative method now to try and start to get some frames drawn, because that hasn't worked. So I'll talk you through that in a minute. But first off, hive inspection. As you can see, I think the population's picked up a bit. The last time we looked, there was 4 frames of capped brood. That was 9 days ago. So depending on when that brood was capped, it either has emerged or is emerging, or will emerge very shortly, because brood stays capped for 12 days. So a quick cursory check on the queen excluder, make sure there's no queen on there, which there isn't. That's my dummy board. I don't use a full dummy board. I use a dummy board with some foundation on it. At one point or another they will get that drawn. It will give them half an extra frame. So this frame was untouched and it's still untouched. Now what I'm going to do alternative methods, I'm going to take this untouched frame away and I'm going to put a super frame in between two drawn frames. I'll start to draw that, in a few days I'll come back, I'll move that frame back up here, put this frame back in, and that'll do the job. That frame nearly drawn, and they're filling that with nectar. This frame very heavy. This was undrawn, it's now fully drawn, and they're filling it full of nectar. It's packed. See a drone there. Okay. This frame had no brood on it previously. We've now got a large amount of cat brood and larvae. So the queen's been busy, and that's both sides. That is all cat brood. And here's larvae. I'll see if we can get a close up of the larvae. If the camera will focus. I do assume a lot of this brood has emerged, because if you watch my last videos you'll see there seems to have been a pick up in population in this colony. So I expect an awful lot of young bees. There you go, so this frame was all cat brood, a lot of it has emerged and this will be due to emerge. And there's the queen, she's right there. And that's both sides. This side here was all cat brood before that's emerged, and this will be due to emerge. This frame was the same story again. See some very mature larvae in here. Again, this frame was all cat brood, a lot of it submerged, and this has since been capped. Same with this, and we have got lots of mature larvae right here. Trying to get as close to that as I can, give you a look. Oh, and that frame is just one full frame of cat brood. The whole frame just packed. So we're doing really well. The population will be picking up massively in this soon. Both sides completely capped. And that frame's heavy. I'm expecting a frame of stores now next to it. And yes, that's all stores. And this frame is a freshly drawn frame. Again, you can see they're filling it full of stores. They're starting to cap it at the top. That side, not yet. See, they're getting a bit agitated now. So super frame want drawing, I'm going to pop that in there. Leave that in there for a few days. I'll start to draw that pretty fast. And then I'll move that super frame back into the super, and that will pull more bees up into there. Hopefully. Well, it will. Right, so put the hive back together. If you watched the last video, I did have a feeder on. I've given them some extra resources to help them get and draw on these frames. I'm going to take the feeder away now. There's no food in it anyway, so they've taken all the feed. There's a few bees up in the feeder. I'm going to stop feeding now. There's a honey flow on. I don't really want them storing all this nectar in the brew box. They're moving it up into supers when the supers are drawn to get sugar in my honey. So I've had some extra resources to help them draw those frames. Stop feeding now. So there's that one frame I've taken away. It's got nothing in it anyway. I will put this frame back in and move that super frame up when they started drawing it, and that will definitely pull them up into that super then. So they have a frame in there in the middle of drawing. I had to do that last year as well. So they didn't want to go up into that super. So anyway, if you found that video interesting, hit subscribe. If you want to see the video where I installed this colony into this, the nucleus into this colony, I'll put it up here. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.